What happens when we die? This question has intrigued and perplexed humanity for millennia. It's a question that has haunted humanity since the dawn of time. From ancient civilizations to modern societies, the mystery of death has been a central theme in our quest for understanding. We long to know what lies beyond this life, if anything at all. Is there a continuation of consciousness, a new realm of existence, or simply nothingness? While death remains a mystery, some have returned from the brink, bearing extraordinary tales. These individuals have experienced moments where life seemed to slip away, only to be pulled back, bringing with them stories that defy conventional understanding. These are stories of near-death experiences, profound events experienced by individuals who have come close to death. They describe vivid encounters with otherworldly realms, meetings with deceased loved ones, and a sense of overwhelming peace and love. While science may struggle to explain them, these accounts offer a compelling glimpse into the possibility of an afterlife. Researchers have studied brain activity, psychological factors, and cultural influences, yet the enigma persists. Join us as we explore real-life stories of people who have journeyed to the edge of existence and returned to tell the tale. Through interviews, personal narratives, and expert insights, we delve into the profound impact these experiences have on those who live through them. Their experiences, filled with light, love, and profound peace, challenge our understanding of life and death. These stories often lead to transformative changes in the lives of those who experience them, altering their perspectives on existence and the afterlife. Prepare to be amazed, touched, and forever changed by these incredible journeys into the great unknown. As we venture into these narratives, we invite you to open your mind and heart to the possibilities that lie beyond the veil of our current understanding. One man, a heart attack victim, found himself outside his body, looking down at the frantic efforts to revive him. The medical team worked tirelessly, their faces etched with determination and concern. He could see the desperation in their eyes as they fought to bring him back to life. Despite the chaos around him, he felt no fear, only a sense of detachment. It was as if he was merely an observer, watching a scene unfold from a distance. The pain and panic that had gripped him moments before had vanished, replaced by an inexplicable calm. Then, a warm light enveloped him, drawing him into a tunnel. The light was unlike anything he had ever seen, radiant and inviting. It seemed to call to him, promising comfort and peace. He felt an irresistible pull, as if the light was guiding him towards something profound and beautiful. At the end of the tunnel, he was greeted by loved ones who had passed before him. Their faces were familiar and filled with love. It was a reunion he had never imagined possible, a moment of pure joy and connection. He saw his parents, his siblings and friends who had left this world too soon. There was his grandmother, her loving smile unchanged, and his childhood dog bounding with joy. The sight of them brought back a flood of memories, each one more precious than the last. He hugged his grandmother tightly, feeling the warmth of her embrace, and laughed as his dog licked his face with unrestrained happiness. He felt an overwhelming sense of peace and belonging. It was as if all the worries and struggles of his earthly life had melted away, leaving only a profound sense of contentment. The landscape around him was serene and beautiful, a reflection of the tranquility he felt within. He didn't want to leave this idyllic place, but a voice told him it wasn't his time. The voice was gentle yet firm, filled with wisdom and understanding. It reassured him that his journey on earth was not yet complete, and that he had more to accomplish and experience. He had to return and finish his life's journey. Though he longed to stay, he knew deep down that the voice was right. With a heavy heart, he turned away from the light, taking one last look at the faces of his loved ones. They smiled at him, their expressions filled with encouragement and love. Reluctantly, he said goodbye and found himself drawn back to his body. The transition was swift, and he felt a jolt as he re-entered the physical world. The sounds of the hospital room grew louder, and the sensation of his body returned. He opened his eyes to see the relieved faces of the medical team around him. Upon waking, he shared his story, the memory of the light, the love, and his family etched forever in his mind. His experience had changed him profoundly, giving him a new perspective on life and death. He spoke of the peace he had felt, the reunion with his loved ones, and the message that it wasn't his time yet. His family listened in awe, their hearts touched by his extraordinary journey. A young woman involved in a car accident experienced something similar. Her life was hanging by a thread, and the scene was chaotic, filled with the sounds of sirens and frantic voices. As paramedics fought to save her life, she found herself floating above the scene. It was as if she had been lifted out of her body, looking down at the commotion below. She watched, detached, as they worked tirelessly to save her. The paramedics were a blur of motion, their faces tense with concentration. She felt no pain, only a sense of serenity. It was a strange contrast to the urgency below, a calmness that enveloped her completely. Then, a tunnel of light opened before her. It was unlike anything she had ever seen, a radiant pathway that seemed to beckon her forward. Drawn to its warmth, she felt an indescribable sense of peace wash over her. It was as if all her worries and fears melted away in the presence of this light. Though she didn't meet deceased loved ones, she felt a presence filled with love and understanding. This presence was comforting, almost like an embrace from an old friend. This presence communicated with her, not through words, but through feelings. It was a profound connection, a deep understanding that transcended language. She was told it wasn't her time, that she had a purpose to fulfill. The message was clear and filled her with a sense of direction and meaning. Filled with a renewed sense of purpose, she willed herself back to her body. The journey back was not easy, but she felt guided and supported by the presence. Her recovery was long, but her life transformed by the experience. She emerged with a new perspective, a deeper appreciation for life, and a determination to fulfill the purpose she had been shown. The accident had changed her, not just physically, but spiritually and emotionally as well. She now viewed each day as a gift, a chance to make a difference and live with intention. Children too have reported near-death experiences, their innocence adding a layer of wonder and simplicity. A young boy, after a near-drowning experience, described a place filled with vibrant colors and playful animals. He spoke of meeting a kind man with a warm smile who told him not to be afraid. He described fields of flowers and a sky that shimmered with 1,000 hues. His parents, initially skeptical, were moved by his detailed and consistent accounts. The experience left an undeniable mark on the boy, who carried the peace and joy of that place with him. Section 5. The Doctor Who Doubted No More. Even medical professionals trained in the rational world of science have been touched by near-death experiences. One doctor, a staunch skeptic, found his beliefs challenged when he himself experienced an NDE. During a life-threatening illness, he left his body and entered a realm of light and music. He described the experience as realer than real, and felt a sense of interconnectedness with everything around him. Upon his return, he couldn't deny the profound impact the experience had on him. He went from a skeptic to a believer, embracing the possibility of a consciousness that exists beyond the physical body. Section 6. The Scientist Who Found Faith. A scientist, driven by logic and reason, found his worldview shaken after a near-death experience during surgery. He described encountering a being of pure energy who communicated with him telepathically. This being shared insights about the universe and the interconnectedness of all things. The experience filled him with a sense of awe and wonder, challenging his previously held beliefs. Upon his recovery, he dedicated his life to exploring the intersection of science and spirituality, convinced that consciousness extends beyond the realm of the material world. Section 7. Shared Experiences. Tunnels of Light and Feelings of Peace. While individual experiences vary, there are striking commonalities among near-death experiences. Many report traveling through a tunnel of light, a sensation often described as both comforting and awe-inspiring. Others describe feelings of peace, love, and a sense of being whole and connected to something larger than themselves. They often report encountering a being of light or a presence that emanates love and understanding. These common elements, reported across cultures and backgrounds, suggest a universal experience that transcends our earthly differences. Section 8. Shared Experiences, Encounters with Loved Ones. Another common theme is the encounter with deceased loved ones. People report seeing relatives and friends who have passed on, often bathed in light and emanating a sense of peace. These encounters are often accompanied by feelings of overwhelming love and joy. The deceased often offer messages of comfort and reassurance, letting their loved ones know they are not alone. These experiences offer solace to those left behind, providing a glimpse into the possibility of continued existence and reunion after death. Section 9. Lessons from the Brink. Love transcends death. What can we learn from these incredible stories? Firstly, they highlight the power of love, suggesting that it transcends the boundaries of life and death. The encounters with deceased loved ones offer comfort and hope, reminding us that the bonds we form in this life continue to hold meaning even after physical death. This knowledge can bring solace to those grieving the loss of loved ones, offering a glimpse into the possibility of reunion in the afterlife. Section 10. Lessons from the Brink, Life's Precious Moments. Secondly, these stories remind us of the preciousness of life. Many who have experienced near-death experiences return with a renewed appreciation for the gift of life and a desire to live more fully. They often speak of the importance of kindness, compassion, and making the most of each moment. The experience serves as a powerful wake-up call, prompting them to re-evaluate their priorities and live with greater intention. Their stories serve as a reminder to cherish our loved ones, pursue our passions, and live a life filled with purpose and meaning. Section 11, sir. Conclusion. A journey we all must take. While near-death experiences remain a mystery, they offer a compelling glimpse into the possibility of an afterlife, a realm of light, love, and peace. Whether we embrace them as proof of heaven or simply as a manifestation of the dying brain, there's no denying their profound impact. These stories challenge our understanding of life and death, offering comfort, hope, and a renewed appreciation for the preciousness of our own existence. Perhaps one day we will all embark on our own journey into the great unknown and discover the truth for ourselves.